My name is Kate Smith and I'm the British Ambassador to Greece. I've chosen Sir Richard Church's sword and insignia as my contribution to this series of 21 objects commemorating the bicentenary. The only direct link between the British residence in Athens and the Greek struggle for independence, other than the famous Phillips portrait of Lord Byron, is the sword and insignia of the great military Philhellene leader, Sir Richard Church. These possessions are much less known and rarely seen, being displayed in the Venizelos library in the lower level of the house. But the fact that we have currently loaned the Byron portrait to the Benaki Museum, so it is not currently with us on show in the residence, gives us a very welcome and rare opportunity to focus for this series on the church memorabilia. First, a little about the man himself. Sir Richard Church was born in Cork in 1784. He was the second son of a Quaker merchant, ran away from school to join the army and became an ensign in the 13th Somersetshire Light Infantry, serving in Egypt in 1801. In 1809, he accompanied the British Army expedition to the Ionian Islands, where he met Theodoros Kolokotronis and other Greeks in exile there. Already sympathetic toward ideas of Greek independence, he afterwards obtained permission to form 2 Greek regiments in English pay in order to give the Greeks military training. In March 1827, he came to Greece to fight in the War of Independence, and in the following month was appointed Commander-in-Chief of the Greek forces. He resigned his command in 1829 after his campaigns in western Greece, but remained afterwards a very popular figure in the country. He was later appointed as an advisor to Sir Edmund Lyons, the first British minister to Greece. He acquired Greek citizenship and served as a Greek deputy in 1843 and senator in 1844. King George I of Greece visited him a few days before his death, and he was given a public funeral when he died in Athens in 1873. The young Ioannis Gennadios delivered the eulogy in English at the funeral. Let me now turn to the objects. General Church's sword is a 19th century Ottoman sabre known as a kilij in Turkish or pala in Greek. It was probably left by Church himself to the embassy after his death, together with his decorations and several private documents and his correspondence. In the Ottoman period and during the War of Greek Independence, the kilij or pala served both as a weapon and as a symbol of prestige and leadership, and usually carried an inscription. This sabre is no exception and carries an inscription from the Quran. I quote, "And if anyone puts his trust in Allah, sufficient is Allah for him. For Allah will surely accomplish his purpose. Verily, for all things has Allah appointed a due proportion." So one can surmise that the sabre was actually a spoil of war, taken from a defeated opponent by either Church himself or, more probably, by someone else who then gave it to Church as a gift. The sword is kept and displayed together with General Church's insignia. He received many military and civil medals and decorations, some of which are in our possession. They include that of the Companion of the Order of the Bath, as well as decorations of other foreign orders. It's worth pointing out, in particular, the Grand Cross of the Greek Order of the Redeemer, the star at the bottom of the frame. This is the oldest and highest-ranking Greek order. It was founded in the last year of the Greek Revolution in 1829 by the Fourth National Assembly, and was since awarded by either the sovereign or the president of the Republic. Church was among its first recipients in the 1830s, and he was awarded it for his long and distinguished services to the Greek state. Of course, Byron's contribution to the Greek Revolution is famed all over the world and was indeed extraordinary, inspirational, intellectual, as well as political and financial. But of course, the British military contribution, both official, think Codrington and Navarino, and voluntary, think also Hastings, Gordon and Cochrane, were decisive. It's wonderful that with the church memorabilia, we have objects here in the British residence that reflect that too.